Hello and welcome to Space Shark Teaches. I'm Sean from Space Shark Studios, and I'm here to teach you GDScript in Godot 3.1. Let's get started. In this lesson, we're going to teach you how to use those same variables, actions, and conditional statements that you used last time in order to start making your player character. But before we can get into the scripting, we need to actually make the player character. So let's go ahead and add it to the scene. So we're going to press the plus button. And now we're going to look through the types of physics bodies that we can add to this. We've already added the static body, which means that it doesn't exert force and it doesn't let force be exerted onto it. It doesn't move. There's the rigid body, which exerts force and has force exerted onto it, which means if it gets kicked, then it gets hit, or then it moves. And if it runs into something else, it will move that something else, if it's also a rigid body. And then there's what we're going to be using this time, which is a kinematic body, which is usually used for players because it can move other things, but if something runs into it, it won't move unless you tell it to through a script. So we're going to use this. As you can see, this is a block, this is a ball, this is a person. They made this very clear from their icons. Let's go ahead and create the kinematic body, rename it to player, and just like everything else, we are going to save the branch as a scene, make a new one, and then go into that scene. Just like other physics shapes or physics bodies, we need a collision shape. So let's go ahead and add a collision shape to it. And we can go ahead and say, let's have a capsule is what you, let's use a capsule. We usually use that for player characters because they're usually taller than they are wide. And let's also go ahead and add our handy dandy sprite, which we'll be using our player. Yay, our little player. So let's make our player bigger, and you can see it mostly fits. So that looks good enough. And now we can move our player down over to here. Let's add him way up here so that we can watch him fall when we add gravity. And let's go ahead and move the balls over here so that we can kick them. Hopefully I'm not giving away too much of the fun stuff we're going to be doing. So let's go back into the player, and now that all that has been sorted out, we can add our script. So as normal, we select player, and then we go up here and we attach a new script. We make sure that the path is going to point to the scripts folder so we can keep it all straight. Let's open that up. Now, just like before, we are going to be using variables, and we want to export those variables so that they're available over in the inspector. So what variables are we going to make? We are going to make move speed, which is going to be the player's left and right speed. That's going to be a vector 2, and let's just start it at 6, 0. So that means 6 to the right and 0 down. Let's also add one called gravity, because a kinetic body does not use gravity. So the balls that we made, they are rigid bodies. So any gravity in the world, they will be affected by it. But our player will not unless we tell it to use it directly. So let's go ahead and add that. And then just like before, we are going to use the physics process in order to say move and collide gravity. That is all you have to do. This says move until you hit a static body or a body that cannot be moved by your force. And how much do you want to move? Well, this is your velocity, whatever this gravity is. Press play. It falls. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Now we can start making them move. So if, before we start any of that, I do want to show you that we still have this going on. Anytime we press the keyboard, the balls are moving. We want that to go away. So go into the ball script, select this process, or this physics process, then right click and say toggle comment. Now when you press play, nothing will happen because that code is commented out. That's what we want because we're going to be using that same key for this. Input is action pressed because we don't care if it's being held down this time. So if we are going right, then move and collide, move speed. That's all there is to it. And now we move, but we don't move left. To fix that, it's actually really easy. We do elif, which means else if this. It's just another check. Move and collide. And we are going to do negative move speed. So right now, if move speed points to the right, negative move speed will point to the left. Save that, press play, and now press right, 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 left, left, left. Oh, they almost hit. That's it. We now have left and right movement working. That was a lot easier than you would think, right? In future lessons, we're going to work on jumping and then move into animating all of this stuff. So look forward to what's coming up next. Thank you for watching Space Shark Teaches. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe to the channel and remember to click the bell to always stay up to date. Please also join us on our Discord, linked in the comments, and check out our other videos if you ever want to see what else we've been up to. Thanks again for watching, and we can't wait to see what you make.